Hello, mga DDS. Good news ito po sa inyo. Good news po sa inyo. Granted ng International Criminal Court ang hiling ni Digong na dagdag ebidensya. Okay? Para po mapakita sa inyo, ipakita ko ngayon ang utos ng International Criminal Court Pretrial Chamber na kung saan ay pinayagan nito yung pagdagdag ng ebidensya. So, ito yung isa, pakinggan natin, tingnan natin yung isa. Pero bago yan, ipakita ko muna sa inyo, no? Ito yung hiling, ito yung utos na granted. Granted. Uy, hindi yan. Okay, dali lang. Wait. Wait a little minute. O yan. Defense request for leave to add items to its list. So, tika muna, ano ba ito isa? Decision. Dito tayo sa decision. So, decision. Yung decision, panalo si Digong sa request na dagdag ebidensya. Okay, ito nakita niya, decision. Okay, palakihin ko para mabasa ninyo. Okay, decision of the defense request for leave to add items to each list of evidence and the prosecution's request to add 2 items to its list of evidence. Ito po. Sinabi ng pretrial chamber. Pretrial Chamber 1 of the International Criminal Court issues the present decision on the defense request for leave to add items to its list of evidence and the prosecution's request to add 2 items to its list of evidence. On 17 April 2025, the Chamber issued the order on the conduct of confirmation proceedings, inter alia, or among others, setting time limits for the prosecution and the defense to provide their list of evidence pursuant to Rules 1215, Rules 121 and Subrule 5 and 6 of the Rules of Procedure and Evidence, the rules. Within the given time limits, the prosecution and the defense submitted their lists of evidence. On 6 February 2026, following the Chamber's decision to commence the confirmation of charges hearing on 23 February 2026, the defense requested leave to add the 78 items identified in confidential Annex A to its list of evidence, further indicating that the prosecution has reviewed the 78 items and confirmed to the defense in inter pares communications that it does not object to their admission. On the same day, the prosecution indicated that it does not object to the admission of the material listed in the Annex A of the defense request and 2. Sought the Chamber's authorization to add 2 items to its list of evidence, clarifying that in the course of the inter pares communication, the defense agreed that they would not object to the prosecution's request. Number 4, on 7 February 2026, the Common Legal Representatives of Victims, or the CLRV, indicated that they do not oppose the defense and the prosecution's request. Noting the limited extent of the requested additions, the nature of the material concerned and its relevance to the charges brought against the suspect, as well as the evidence of objection from the parties and participants to both the defense and prosecution's request, the Chamber considers that there is good cause to grant such request without causing undue prejudice to either party. For these reasons, the Chamber hereby grants the defense request and the prosecution's request and orders the defense and prosecution to file an updated list of evidence by no longer than 13 February 2026. So, good news ba yan? Good news po yun. Kasi hiningi po yun ni Attorney Kaufman nung February 10. So ito naman ang hiling ni ni Attorney Kaufman para malaman natin ano ba yung ebidensya na yun na pinayagan ng ICC na pumasok. Ito po yun. Although mayroong tinatago na redacted portion, but we can decipher through. Ito, defense request for leave to add items to its list of evidence. Sabi ng ni Attorney Kaufman, introduction, the defense for Mr. Rodrigo Rua Duterte hereby requests leave to add 78 items or additional items to its list of evidence to be relied on during the hearing on the confirmation of charges originally submitted on 5 September 2025. The additional items are outlined in Confidential Annex A. The prosecution has reviewed the items and confirmed to the defense in inter pares communication that it does not object to their admission. Number two, since the postponement of the hearing and on the confirmation of charges, the defense preserved in reviewing the substantial body of evidence disclosed for the purpose of confirmation. The prosecution has further disclosed between the decision postponing the hearing and 5 February 2026 a total of 1,242 items as potentially exculpatory or which could be material to the preparation of the defense. Grabe pala, no? 1,243 na dokumento ang tinitingnan ng prosecution o ng kalaban ni Duterte na makakatulong sa kay Duterte. So number three, having revisited the totality of the prosecution's disclosure today in light of its these 1,242 items, the defense has identified the additional items as highly relevant to the charges and necessary for any meaningful submissions by the defense at the hearing on the confirmation of charges. The present request is supported by good cause, and the prosecution has confirmed that the addition of these items to the defense list of evidence causes it no prejudice. Procedural history. Between 11 September 2025 and 29 January 2026, the prosecution disclosed 1,242 items to the defense, including 9 as potentially exculpatory and 376 which could be material to the preparation of the defense. So, ibig sabihin, kung itdagdag mo lahat, 9 plus 376, that is 385 na mga dokumento ay pabor kay Duterte. So, maaaring matulong ito. So, ibig sabihin, pag makatulong, kaya hiningi nga ng defense na idadagdag yung 78 new items. So, on 26 January 2026, the pretrial chamber set the date for the confirmation hearing to commence on 23 February 2026. Applicable law. Article 61, paragraph C, subparagraph C, or 6, subparagraph C, guarantees the suspect's right to present evidence at the confirmation of charges before trial. Should the suspect choose to exercise that right, he or she shall provide a list of that evidence to the pretrial chamber not later than 15 days before the date of hearing. A request to add items to a list of evidence does not constitute a request for the variation of a time limit. Rather, it is a request for leave to add items in accordance with the chamber's decision setting the time limit for the original list of evidence. Thus, the appropriate assessment is whether, in the concrete circumstances at hand, reliance on items not included in the initial list of evidence would cause undue prejudice. Factors to be considered in this determination include the extent to which the requested addition is opposed, when the addition was sought, the nature and amount of the material concerned, and the intended purpose for such material, and its significance in light of the charges against the accused and the rest of the available evidence. Submissions. The additional items are relevant to the charges. The additional items are highly relevant to the charges which the prosecution seeks to confirm and are essential to the conduct of Mr. Duterte's defense. B. There is good cause to grant the present request. 24 of the 78 items were disclosed in November and December 2025. As such, they were received by the defense only after the expiration of the time limit for the provision of its initial list of evidence on 5 September 2025. Their addition is therefore warranted. The remainder of the additional items are to be found among items disclosed prior to the expiration of the aforementioned time limit, but which are now essential to the defense as a result of the assimilation of the other 24 additional items. C. The addition of the additional items to the defense list of evidence does not occasion any unfair prejudice. No prejudice will stem from the inclusion of the additional evidence on the defense list of evidence. Firstly, in full compliance with Rule 121, Paragraph 6, the present request is submitted 15 days before the commencement of the confirmation of charges hearing, now set to begin on 23 February 2026. Secondly, the number of additional items is modest. Thirdly, the prosecution is the master of its own evidence and is presumed to be aware of the relevance or lack thereof to the charges. Fourthly, the legal representatives teams have only just been appointed. The composition of their team is yet to be finalized, and their access rights to evidence still to be facilitated. Finally, and most importantly, in light of the prosecution's confirmation that it does not oppose the addition of these items, their inclusion would occasion no prejudice to the prosecution, whereas their non-admission would cause significant prejudice to Mr. Duterte. The defense has not yet had the opportunity to review the prosecution's latest disclosure, effected on the evening of February 2026, of which 12 items have been marked as either potentially exonerating or relevant to the preparation of the defense. The defense respectfully preserves the right to seek further amendment of its list of evidence upon its prompt review of the newly disclosed items. So, conclusion and relief. Okay, nahingi na. So, ibig sabihin, ano na ngayon? So, granted na. So, ibig sabihin, tataas naman ng kahit konti yung chance ni Digong Duterte na baka manalo siya. Hanggang dyan lang siguro muna. Huwag muna tayo magkwento kung ano kasi unang-una hindi ko pa rin nakita kung ano mga ebidensya yun. At least what is important is binalita ko lang sa inyo itong pinaka-latest na na pangyayari sa ICC. Hindi ito fake news. Kaya wala kayong reason para sabihin ninyo na pinapaboran ko na si DDS, si Duterte. Wala tayong magagawa. Yan ang balita eh. Di ba? Hanggang dyan lang po. So magandang gabi, Chrissy. Dr. Toto, watching from overseas, Canada. Salamat po. Eleno Estolano. Good evening, Doc Toto. God bless you more. Salamat po. Edgar Nacion, Toto, good evening po. Si Virgie Piquero, thank you. Hello everyone. Lope Liagogo. Maraming salamat po. Tapos, ano pa, hanggang dyan lang muna siguro. Pero at least, kung meron kayo dyan, pasahan nyo ko ng sticker. O di kaya mag-join kayo sa aking YouTube channel. At isa pa, ay i-like ninyo ito para maka-increase yung ating awareness sa algorithm. Pagkatapos, paki-share para mag-increase ang algorithm natin. Okay, maraming salamat po.